Are you living your best life as a salesperson or entrepreneur? Or do you find you're working all the time on this hamster wheel of life while stressed out and not financially free, which is the exact opposite of what you had signed up for, especially now in this global pandemic? If this is you, you are not alone. I found myself there in 2008 when I lost everything, including my health, and had to pivot working from home for the first time with no money. I rebuilt my life from scratch, juggling motherhood and marriage to get my life back and be recession and pandemic proof today. Now we live laptop lifestyles with our kids and are poised to travel the world together. How did we do it? Join me as I share my health and wealth and wisdom secrets, tips, tools, and expert interviews to equip you to be recession proof and live your best life. My name is Lois Kofi, and this is Healthy and Wealthy and Wise. All right. Well, welcome. And it's so good to have you guys back here. This is Lois Kofi with another episode. And this today is my monologue that I will share every week with different topics ranging from health and wealth and mostly specific to my sales training career. Over the last 20 plus years, I've amassed so much experience. I've coached thousands and thousands of people in business and sales success. And right now we're in a new normal. Right now we are in this online digital marketing age. So today I thought I'd just share with you, as someone who has been working online for the last 13 years, since really pre-Facebook, pre-Zoom, LinkedIn wasn't even really, I don't even remember when I got a LinkedIn account, but there was nothing. And I've been able to turn strangers into friends online, follow up with them with excellence with a CRM and a digital marketing plan. And that's something that I now help people do. And so I've seen there's 3 key things that you've got to have as part of your mindset with online lead generation. So I'm going to go over those 3 key tips today in my own personal experience and a few stories. And I hope that you really can take this to heart, maybe listen to it a few times and share it with someone you know that's struggling right now. My whole goal with this podcast is to inspire, educate, equip, and empower you to be encouraged, to find hope and a future for yourself in this new normal. Because let's face it, guys, we don't know when we're going to be going back to face-to-face, belly-to-belly marketing and networking. And to be honest with you, I've actually had way more success since COVID. Now, if you're hating me right now because of that, hold on, take a step back. And my hope is that I'll give you some inspiration and some ideation today that you can take away and start applying. That's why I call this Healthy and Wealthy and Wise, the wisdom of my own trial and error, failures along the way. Trust me, I've bought leads online. I've spent thousands of dollars, which was a waste. I'm just going to say it. I also did a lot of Facebook ads, which for me personally, I would hire a professional if you're considering it, but it was for me a waste. And there's just so many other different things that you can do. A lot of shiny objects out there, a lot of bells and whistles that are being sold to you, but are they working? Are they generating fruit? Are you farming, planting seeds, watering your leads and seeing them grow? And then of course, cashing in on a harvest. I'll give you an example. Since COVID, I've been doing a lot more webinars. And some of you might be like, cringing at the thought. And I didn't do a whole lot of webinars. I was, again, face-to-face, shaking hands, kissing babies, all of that kind of stuff. But now I got to go where the people are, right? And they are online in this digital age. That's where people are meeting and connecting. But do you want to be that pushy, spammy online salesperson? I'm going to guess probably not. You got to find ways to get people into your funnel. You got to find ways to have lead magnets, capture people's email addresses, maybe their phone numbers if that's possible. If not, usually at least their email address, and drip on them with an email marketing campaign. Don't rely on Facebook. I have a guy, one of my coaches actually got his Facebook account shut down. He lost thousands of leads, customers, all of that stuff. If he didn't have a lot of their email addresses, he would have been screwed. LinkedIn. There's times where you can be put into your account inactive or LinkedIn jail, Facebook jail. It's all a thing. And if you don't have people's phone numbers and email addresses, I'm sorry, you don't have a business. You just have a lot of friends online. So I did a webinar this past month, and it was a great testimony to what I'm going to share with you today. Me and a couple business partners, we spoke for 90 minutes and we pulled in over $7,000. And we're actually still doing some email follow-ups to see if we can, close a few more sales. And as a sales trainer, I gotta say, it wasn't too shabby. Of course, it was all said and done, I walked away with about $2,700 in my own pocket, and I just contributed 30 minutes to that. So that's about a $5,000 hourly rate. Not too shabby, right? So how do you get there? Well, you don't have to be great to start. You do, however, have to start to be great. So here are my 3 key tips to making yourself attractive online. Not spammy, not pushy, not saying, hey, buy my stuff, and posting your links and saying, join my team. None of that works, guys. And if any of you are kind of feeling like, whoa, Lois, that's a little bit harsh, it's because I love you. And I want you to win. I want you to succeed in this thing called life. And I want you to thrive. I want you to be healthy, wealthy, and wise. And once we can, if you have goals and dreams or a vision of traveling the world, living a laptop lifestyle, or just having a second home, or, being able to work 4 days a week instead of 5, 6, or maybe right now you're working 7, that's up to you. So here are the 3 key tips that helped me build that $5,000 hour that I experienced recently, and I'm going to keep rinsing and repeating and doing a lot of that. Number 1 tip, be authentic. Be yourself. Probably heard that before. Don't be anyone else. That person's already taken. Be yourself. And what does that mean exactly? I'll give you a couple of examples. I've had a lot of friends, bless their hearts, they'll send me messages. I get way more messages on LinkedIn and Facebook now than ever before. And people aren't even checking in and saying, hey, how are you? They're just like, hey, this is my company. This is my product. I'm having a sale. Are you interested? Can you support me? And buy. And you know what? I've done that before. I've been that person until I slapped myself silly, woke up one day and said, that's not authentic. That's not being myself. That was a script that my company that I was selling for at the time told me to do, and it worked sometimes. But guess what? It pissed off a lot of people, and including myself, in the process. So being yourself, being authentic, what is your message? What are you about? Not your company, not your product, not your service. Are you branding yourself? That's what I want to know. And have you asked yourself that? Write that down. What is my brand? When people think of you, what do they think about? So for me, I had that realization. I realized my passion and purpose is sales and really increasing sales results in less time without compromising my health and inspiring others to do the same. So I'm all about efficiency, time management, but really I'm all about health and wealth and wisdom, which is the name of my podcast. So what are you about? And are you sharing that authentically? Let's say if maybe you were a chiropractor, you're not your label. You are an awesome, amazing person who has passions and dreams and goals. And what are you conveying? Are you always hiding behind chiropractic? What are you sharing? Like my health and wealth and wisdom isn't directly sales training, but it gets a point across of benefits and passions that other people who are like-minded are attracted to. So they're going to want to check out my podcast. They're going to want to be on my email list. They're giving me their information because I'm being authentic, and it's that law of attraction component. Okay? So that's step number 1. Step number 2 is don't be spammy, be strategic. Don't be spammy, be strategic. Are you sharing value and content coming again from that authentic place? Or are you just spamming people with buy my stuff, join my team, love me, love my company, buy, sell, that kind of thing? Are you giving value? So not being spammy, giving value, and through that, having a strategy. Like, are you posting 2 or 3 times a day on LinkedIn? Do you have a social media marketing strategy? Do you have an email marketing campaign strategy that's not spammy? I'll be honest, I get emails daily from some email marketers, and I think that, I'm just telling you right now, is overkill. I will likely unsubscribe if I get something every day. But if I get something every 3rd day and it's entertaining, it's authentic, I'm engaged with it because it's something that I signed up for, right? I always ask permission before I get someone into my email campaign, right? You can drip on people on Facebook and LinkedIn, and that's fine. But again, the goal is to be strategic and get them offline, get them into your email list, right? So that, again, step number 2, don't be spammy, pushy, whatever you want to call it, vomiting online. Be strategic. Do you have a social media marketing plan, lead generation plan, email campaigns that are of value and being of service? And last but not least, step number 3 for lead generation online in this digital age is, do you have a closing plan? Do you have an amazing, irresistible offer? Do you have a webinar that's your point of entry? Maybe you have a free consultation, a free sample, whatever you want to call it. And do you have a closing plan to go with that? If you do all of that lead generation, all of that social media marketing, all of that drip campaigns, email campaigns, and you don't have an ask and an irresistible offer to close, guess what? You're just a hamster on a wheel playing on Facebook or LinkedIn, and maybe you have a CRM. I hope you do. If not, I can help you find one. Just know that they don't just say, hey, I want to buy your stuff just because even you have an email marketing campaign. I've never bought anything from a Facebook ad, to be honest with you. I'm still all about an irresistible offer, whether it's email or a follow-up phone call that person made to me, or a webinar that they invited me to, where they gave me that door to open saying, yes, I want to come in and hire you for your product or service. So those are my 3 tips. Listen to this over and over and over and over again. I want to bring value to you every week, short, sweet, and to the point. And then, of course, I have my weekly interviews from experts who are tremendously powerful. In fact, my next episode is going to be with Will Fisher of Willfully Living. He's a life coach, drag queen, LGBTQ supporter, and he is all about getting rid of a toxicity, working with authenticity, and helping you empower yourself to really take action on all the things that I said today as well. So until next time, if you have any questions, please reach out to me. But here's to your best health, your best wealth, your best wisdom. Bye-bye for now. Hey guys, thank you so much for listening to this episode. If you enjoyed this, please subscribe, refer a friend, and please drop me a rating or a review. If you do that, I'll reward you with a free 20-minute free coaching session on crafting your journey to your best self. Reach out to me at lois@loiscoffey.com to claim your 20-minute slot. Until next time, be healthy, wealthy, and wise.